Okay, here it is, the video on what's the best DAW or digital audio workstation for your home studio. Everybody's made a video on this that makes audio video recordings, and so I thought I'd jump aboard and put in my 2 cents. But first of all, I'm just going to basically say right up in the front here, there is no best DAW. You've got two camps of people that are talking about this. One camp that will say exactly what I just said, and then the other camp is they're going to recommend the software that they have. So that's the short answer. Quite frankly, you really don't need to watch any more of this video because that's the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and I'm on my soapbox, and that's what I've got to say about it. But let me just offer a couple of quick tips and maybe helping you choose if you're still looking around. Obviously you're looking, or else you wouldn't be watching this video, right? So if whether you have a Mac or a PC is really the first thing that's going to really should be a consideration, because if you've got a PC, there's some programs that you can't use on your PC, like Logic and etc., because they're only geared and will only work on the Mac platform. Now some programs like Pro Tools now will run on the PC and the Mac, and other programs like Studio One are cross-platform, so that isn't so much of an issue. But there's Ableton Live and such. You can't really run that on a PC, so that's your main deciding factor. Another deciding factor is your budget. There's a lot of programs that are free, like Audacity, and the low cost of programs like Reaper. If you want to get into it at a really low cost, then consider those. Most programs will have a light version or a scaled down version. In Studio One, you have Studio One Professional, and you have also the Studio One Artist, which is their light series. Most programs are going to be in the $400 range plus for the full-fledged program, and the light versions are going to be about $100. So there's a big price difference. I might say if you can afford the more flagship program, the full-fledged program, I would jump for that, because you get a lot more that if you were to start adding on extra with third-party plugins and all that sort of stuff, you're going to quickly exceed that main base price of the $400. I'm just using $400 as a reference level, but for instance, you will get a lot of soft synthesizers, a lot of instruments, a lot of effects plugins, and just some features that the light programs don't offer. The other thing that I would consider is that if you're using a program right now, like many others have said in their videos, that's the program you got to stick with, unless it's a light program, and then you might want to upgrade to the full-fledged program, and that's very viable. So if you're really thinking, I've reached some limitations and I really would like some things that would offer a little bit more than what my program is offering, because I'm using a low-cost program, then yes, go ahead and upgrade. But otherwise, I would just stick with what you're using right now, mainly because you know it, you're probably comfortable, and switching programs is really, quite frankly, it's a waste of time. It's just saying like, well, you know, I've got a Shure SM57, but I need to switch mics. I'm gonna try the 58. It sounds like it's one better, but what, you know, quite frankly, that's not gonna make or break you know, what you're doing. And I'm talking again for the home recorders here. So I think when you become to a professional level, there's other requirements that you might need. You might actually need to have several DAWs, so when your clients come in, you can match their project to what you have and be able to use them. And lastly, another thing that gets mentioned a lot, and I highly agree with this, is that think of the support that you will get with this program, both in the company that would offer support, and also if you have friends that use the same program, they're going to help you out potentially if you need to ask questions. And then also think of the online forums, the YouTube videos. There's a million videos on how to use Studio One, million videos on how to use Pro Tools and Reaper and all the popular programs. So whatever you think that you can access best and like the videos watching, because quite frankly I think you're going to find things like the YouTube videos on how-to videos, and I do a bunch of them myself, and the forums, and potentially if you need some customer support, that's really important. Again, if you've watched this far, you really potentially watched too much, because I said it all right up in the front. You know, there is no best DAW, but there's some really good ones. We'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe.